Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to break down the entire Databricks certification path. By the end of this, you'll have a really clear guide to find the perfect one for your career.
So, let's start with the big question on everyone's mind. Looking at all 7 of these options can feel a little complex, but I promise, by the end of this short explainer, you are going to have a crystal clear roadmap.
Okay, here's how we're going to tackle this. First, why are these certs even worth your time? Then we'll look at the 2 main levels, associate and professional. After that, we'll map them directly to job roles, check out the salary data, and wrap it all up with your personal next step.
So why even focus on Databricks? Well, the source material we're digging into today frames these certifications as your shortcut. Think of it as the most direct path to matching the right credential with where you are in your career and where you want to go. And honestly, in a field that changes this fast, having a clear target like that is a huge advantage. Now, this is really cool. The whole system is basically split into 2 tiers. You've got the associate level, which is all about proving you can handle the fundamentals, the day-to-day stuff. But then you have the professional level, and that's about proving you can build, optimize, and run these really complex systems at true enterprise scale.
All right, let's talk about the starting line. For most people, the journey is going to begin right here with one of these 5 associate-level certifications. These are basically your main entry points into the whole Databricks ecosystem. This table just lays it all out so clearly. You can see how each one of these is tailored for a specific high-demand role. For example, the Data Analyst cert, that's your ticket to mastering Databricks SQL. But then look at the Data Engineer Associate, already commanding a really impressive average salary. That's because building reliable data pipelines is, well, it's the bedrock of any data-driven company. Then you get into the more specialized certs for Spark, core machine learning, and of course the brand new generative AI engineer. That's for building apps with large language models, the tech behind tools like ChatGPT.
I love how the source material describes the associate developer for Apache Spark. It's not about theory. They call it the Prove You Can Actually Use Spark certification. It's all about validating that you can sit down and do real, hands-on work with the Data Frame API. Actually shaping data, cleaning it up, and writing it out. So you've built that solid foundation. What comes next? Well, the professional level is where you prove you've really achieved mastery. It shows you can tackle those complex, production-scale challenges that companies are wrestling with every single day. Okay, there are 2 pro-level certs, and you can immediately see the jump, not just in the experience required, but in the average salary. These are definitely for seasoned pros. The Data Engineer Professional is for people responsible for entire data ecosystems. And the Machine Learning Professional, that's all about enterprise ML ops, machine learning operations. That's the supercritical discipline of deploying and maintaining ML models reliably. It's what turns a cool experiment into a real money-making business asset.
All right, this is really the core of our whole roadmap. Let's actually connect these certifications directly to specific career paths so you can see your personal journey from where you are now to where you want to be.
If you're a data engineer, your path is just crystal clear. You're going to start with the associate cert to nail the fundamentals of building and running pipelines. Then you level up to the professional cert to prove you can design, optimize, and manage those pipelines at production scale. Simple as that.
And for the machine learning pathway, it's a very similar story. You'll begin with the associate to show you understand that entire end-to-end ML lifecycle. From there, you target the professional for those advanced skills like MLOps and distributed training. This stuff is what ensures machine learning isn't just a prototype, but a reliable, value-driving part of the business.
Now, for some other roles, like Data Analyst, Spark Developer, or that new generative AI engineer, your path is actually a bit more direct. The source suggests you can just specialize with a single, highly focused associate certification that proves you have deep expertise in that one specific area. So this brings us to the crucial point, right? What's the real tangible benefit of doing all this? What's the payoff? Let's look at the salary data because, frankly, it tells a pretty compelling story.
This chart just says it all. Look at that significant salary jump for data engineers. According to the data, just moving from the associate to the professional certification could mean a potential increase of nearly $30,000 in your average annual salary. I mean, that is a powerful return on investment.
And this number right here, this is the financial goalpost. At an average of $162,000, the professional data engineer cert is the highest paying one on the list. It just clearly shows how much the market values that proven production-level expertise. So, we've laid out the map. We've walked through the different paths. We've seen the potential payoff, all based on what we've reviewed. Now, it really just comes down to one final, personal question.
Based on the job you have now, your experience level, and where you want to go in your career, you now have a clear guide to pick your starting point on this Databricks certification journey. So the only question left is, which path are you going to take?